have any super senator.
Okay.
They are all senators.
Madam Speaker, I withdraw that and replace it with Senator Onyonga.
Honorable Senator is the official title. Can you continue with the answer?
Yes, Madam Speaker, once we were sworn in, the previous governor's office by the former governor was of course available, but we did not occupy that space, including my space as a deputy governor, on grounds that my governor will want to do renovations to those offices before we occupy them. And therefore, we had to start operating from the holding rooms of the Kisii Stadium. And we've remained in those holding rooms in the stadium until today as I speak here. Madam Speaker, if I were to be impeached by this motion, I wouldn't have stepped into the official gazetted governor's offices in Kisii as at now. And after a short while, Madam Speaker, at the stadium, my governor, His Excellency Mbarati, decided to start conducting government meetings in his own residence in Motonto village. And this has remained the position of the Kisii County government over many years without imputing any wrong motive, Madam Speaker. We have found ourselves in a situation where even the Judicial Service Commission visited Kisii, and we were required to go to the rural home where we went and we held that meeting there, and it was painful for me having the Judicial Service Commission conducting an official meeting in a private residency. Madam Speaker, this is the scenario in brief in Kisii. The CECs will find their way to that home every day. The chief officers the same, and the directors the same. Madam Speaker, at some point as I raised this matter, I started getting excluded from attending those meetings, and without getting, and totally not getting information that there is any meeting going on anywhere where a deputy governor can also attend. That is the scenario in Kisii. I want to stop there, hoping I've answered the honorable senator's question, inviting this Senate to visit Kisii and see by yourselves, Madam Speaker, that that's the scenario we are in Kisii County.
Thank you. Senator Karungo will be the final one, then we'll take a direction on the remaining. We have about 17, and we'll have to take a direction on how we go about it. Meantime, Senator Karungo, very quickly. And
thank you. Mine are very brief, Madam Speaker. And I would start by asking the Deputy Governor, Mr. Deputy Governor, why would your brother be so bitter with you that he would want you to lose your seat and go live with him at your father's house, at your father's farm? The second question, yesterday I asked Dennis a question, and I asked him if he got a job after giving the 800,000 bribe, would he tell anybody, would he go to the police? And his answer was no, I wouldn't have gone to any police. I would just be enjoying my job. Now, in that line of thinking, would I say Lucy Waheto, would I be right to say Lucy Waheto also came here because probably you did not give him all the money that he wanted? Probably you did not give her all the money that she wanted. Out of the 800, maybe she wanted 400. You gave her 100,000. Then there were 2 days of, are you sending more? Are you sending more? And then if you're not sending more, I'm going to refund the money. And that is exactly what happened. Would I be right to say so?
Madam Speaker, I will start with that last question. to say no, the Honorable Senator will not be right to say so because we've not had a discussion with Lucy Waido beyond the erroneous transaction of money. The other one is about my brother, and I've said it's a sad scenario that the entire happening is simply intended to drag my name through the mud. That's all I would want to say, Madam Speaker, that my brother is in that pain of not supporting me in the past in the elections, but I've continued to win. And after the elections, my brother has not been happy, and he believes the campaigns continue beyond the time we were elected. And so he'll wish that I'm impeached for him to feel better, because I would have lost the seat I won against his wishes, that I don't. You refer to the Kisii elections, you will see many clips showing how my brother campaigned hard against me, but then I flawed them, and those who are flawed will always be looking for grounds to continue fighting. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Senators, we have now finished the slots that we had allocated, but I have about 17 requests for senators who need clarifications. We have to take a direction because we have 5 witnesses who still have to give evidence, be cross-examined, be re-examined. So what is your point of order? Before you do the points of order, I want us to take a direction as a House, whether we add 3 slots, both majority and minority leaders are here. Yes. Senator Methu, and then Senator Osotsi.